Saturday Night Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the fifth of this six-game set between the Northwest Arkansas Natural and the San Antonio Missions. We're back here with the first pitch coming up right after these messages from Whataburger. On the hill today is Kevin Cox, a Texas-born right-hander. Get the starting assignment here this evening for Missions as he gets ready to pitch for this one. The right fielder is Tucker Bradley as we are about ready to go for this Saturday night. Well, let's play ball. The first pitch is high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. I'm joined in the booth by my partner, Bob. Good evening. Good evening, Jonathan. Well, last night, that was a real butt kicker, wasn't it? It sure was. That 12-2 really gave Northwest Arkansas a victory. Well, right there, as that will go to the second baseman, to first to Fernandez. And there's the first out of the evening. Well, time now. Let's give the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals their starting lineups. And so far, Bob, you were saying that 12-2 was a pretty good whipping of a lifetime for the Missions, right? I will say that that was a big, huge whooping, losing last night for that 12-2. In now is Gerard Gonzalez as he takes one in for strike, and it's 0-1. Saturday night crowd on this beautiful Saturday evening. We've had the rain last night, and so far this weekend is beautiful. Come out to tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night. Getting y'all confused already. Series continues tomorrow afternoon. We are live at 12 noon. Well, gates open at noon. Our first pitch at 1:05 as we wrap up the six-game series with Northwest Arkansas. 3 more times of the year, Northwest Arkansas will come in the second half when we begin in July. So, won't be the last time we see these boys. Yeah, and it's going to be pretty good when we see them again. Well, that will do a 1-2-3 inning, as that will do it. No runs, no errors, and nobody left on. We now head to bottom of the first with no score. Well, that'll bring up Austin Cox, a Floridian left-hander. Getting the call is 6'4", 185 pounds, and age 26. That'll bring in the center fielder, Tim Lopes, as we get ready for the bottom half of the first inning for San Antonio. In the pitch. And that's going to be line drive. That's getting up into center for a base hit. Boy, and what a hard hit ball that was. As now San Antonio will crack the hit column, and their next goal is to crack the run column. Here's the shortstop, Wander Javier. And a pitch, that one down and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Everybody is going here tonight as we have Corpus Christi at Midland. And so far, pretty good. And we'll give you the rest of the teams here. Frisco at Amarillo. Got Tulsa at Arkansas. They're in beautiful All-American ballpark. So far this year, we will head to the All-American for the first time here in 2023. as we did not go 2021 or 2022. This will be our first year going up there at All-American in Arkansas. Springfield at Wichita, and Northwest Arkansas at San Antonio. Well, right there, Wander Javier gets struck out, and he'll be the first man gone here in the bottom of the first. The right fielder, Joshua Mears, comes in as he takes one high and inside for a code strike, and it is 0-1. Amarillo and Frisco are tied at 10-9 of the year. Midland and San Antonio trail a game behind the two ball clubs. Corpus Christi is still in last place with 7-11. Arkansas winning their two-game doubleheader as of yesterday to make up for that Wednesday. And they took both games against Tulsa, and they are in first place with 13-6. Tulsa 11-8. They trail the two games against Arkansas. Wichita and Northwest Arkansas are 9-10, with Springfield being 7-12 of the year. So, gotta say that is pretty good for all the AA Texas League, and so far everybody is trying to race for the pennant. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be right there and out of play and foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Final game tomorrow afternoon at 1:05. Missions will head north to Oklahoma, taking on the Tulsa Drillers Tuesday through Sunday, beginning May 2nd through the 7th. Missions be back home on Tuesday night, May 9th, as we take on the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks. And that would be for a 6-game set as well. So right there, that will go right to second and right to first for the out, and that will retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, a man left. As we played one, we're on now to the top of the second, and it's no score through 1. Top half of the second, here is the number 4 batter, Robbie Glendenning. Glendenning coming in, and a pitch. That one is fouled and away, and the count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. That one high fly in the air. Joshua Mears running after it as he gets in center to make the play for the out. That'll bring in the left fielder, Tyler Gentry. Gentry coming in, and a pitch by Kevin Copps. That's going to be high fly in the air. Mears looks at it in foul territory, and that is a foul ball for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And a pitch. That one chopped foul and hits the catcher in the equipment. Count now is no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. Right there, and that will be out of play and foul. Still hanging on at no balls and 2 strikes. And a pitch. Again, he sends that one foul behind the backstop. Boy, and I gotta say, John, he's really been fouling these balls off. He's getting a perfect one to hit out of this thing. And right there as he swings and misses, and he will go down on strikes for 2 away. That'll bring up the shortstop, Shervian Newton. And that's going to be high fly in the air. The right fielder, Mears, will make the play to end this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And we're going to the bottom half of the second inning, and San Antonio about ready to come. Well, here's the hot corner third baseman, Lucas Dunn, as we get ready to do this half inning. First viewer coming in. Everybody, welcome in. If you're listening to us on 93.3/F The Bull, or you're watching us here on YouTube Live, we welcome you into our live broadcast of San Antonio baseball. Fifth of 6 games tonight. Northwest Arkansas will play one more before heading home to take on the Wichita Wind Surge there at Riverboat Field. Going to be a pretty fun 6-game homestand for the natural fans out there. And that's going to be zipline right to third, to first, and they'll get them easily. And that will be one away. That'll bring in the DH, Grant Little. Little coming in. He averages at a .463 with the opposition of .554. That one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Austin Cox now at 19 pitches through his first 2. To pitch. And that's going to be right there to short. Shortstop will throw to first, and there's 2 up but 2 down.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Jackson.
Second baseman is Jackson Merrill. Merrill coming in, and there is 2 out. Nobody on in the bottom of 2. Pitch here. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go in left field for the foul ball. It's a beautiful night, right, Bob? Yes, and after the rain, it was pretty good that the field got the much-needed rain. And so far, a lot of people got the ugly weather last night. Because if you lived in Bernie, they reported that they had up to hen egg-sized hail out there in the Bernie area. Yep, and that will do a lot of damage if your car gets hit. Indeed, and insurance rates these days, they are not cheap. You know, even if you have hail damage, then you know your premiums could probably go through the roof. Yeah, you're probably right there, Bob. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. As we go to the top of the third, it is no score through 2. Designated hitter Juan Carlos Negrete coming in, and he'll take one well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas and their road grays with red and purple a little bit on the jersey. Little bit of white for the Arkansas. Inscribed on the chest with purple being Northwest. Here's the 0-2. And right there, that's going to be fouled off. The count now is no balls, 2 strikes. If San Antonio wins this ball game tonight, they will move in 3rd place. And that will put Midland straight to the 4th spot. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian will make the play as he had to hustle for that one. And boy, that almost got from him. Yeah, it almost did. If he didn't get there in time, that would have been a leadoff double. And he would have been in serious trouble. Here's John Rafe as he comes in, and he takes one down and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, first time we see Amarillo and Frisco of the year just battling it out. With 10-9, Midland at 9-10, San Antonio at 9-8, Corpus Christi at 7-11. These 5 ball teams are battling it out just as the teams up in the North Division is. Arkansas is a 2-win lead over Tulsa. 4 against Wichita and Northwest Arkansas, and 6 against Springfield. Here's the 1-1. High fly in the air. Third baseman Dunn just shy of the mound. Make the play for 2.
Batting up, the catcher, Luca Tresh.
That's going to bring in Luca Tresh. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning for Northwest Arkansas, and that's going to be well and inside for a coach strike, and it is 0-1. Gotta say, Love's new series only 124 days away from premiering. You could catch the new season coming on Friday, September 1st at 7/6 Central right here on this channel. Right here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, I did not forget to mention that tomorrow in the ball game, we are 105, and it is Bark in the Park, first time of the season. There'll be a few Sundays that we'll have Bark in the Park and Six Flags Fiesta Texas on a few Sundays. And we'll talk more about that as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. No score through 3.5. Well, the bottom of the 3rd has arrived, and stepping in, the left fielder, Albert Fabian. As he comes in, and he's ready to go. That one well and inside, and down low, and the count now 0-1. Six Flags Fiesta Texas will be coming just 2 weeks from now, beginning on that Saturday as we're taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. Or, correction, Sunday. I do apologize again. Just trying to get myself held together. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be right there as he puts himself down. And boy, howdy. Right to the belly as he lays flat to make the play out at 3rd. And that's going to bring in Mike Cantu. So that Sunday game, final game against Corpus Christi, will be the first Six Flags Fiesta Texas Sunday. And anybody, a winning family of 4, can receive 4 tickets to a missions game. And also, it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, and it is good to go to the water park this summer, and Six Flags Fiesta Texas is the right spot for that. And yes, you get passes up to $15. And parking is free due to emission. Well, that's a good thing, because a lot of water parks are not free admission. Yep, I will say. Well, 2 up, 2 down. Here is Tim Lopes. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Left center, give a chase, and he'll make the play just shy of the warning track as he ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. As we go now to the top of the 4th, and it is still no score on this Saturday night. Top half of the 4th inning for Northwest Arkansas. Tucker Bradley coming in as he grounded out in the 1st inning. He's 0 for 1. And a pitch. That one is fouled off, just shy of the line. The count now is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. That one is outside, 1-1. Bark in the Park tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Bring your furry friends, and that means dogs. No cats allowed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The funny thing about it is a cat can get on the field and so far delay the ball game for at least maybe 10 to 15 minutes. But please don't bring your cats to the ballpark. It's just dogs only. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker Bradley. And a pitch. High fly in the air. Mears will range right after it. Just shallow center for the first out. That'll bring up Gerard Gonzalez. As he popped out in the first, he's 0 for 1 of the evening. 1 away here at the top of the Northwest Arkansas 4th, and he's going to swing and miss at the initial offering. And the count now is 0-1. Kevin Kopp's down at 30 pitches for his first 4 innings here tonight. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's got a stand-up double. Boy, runner in scoring position now at 7. 1 away in this half inning. So Gonzalez will hold on in scoring position. And right there. And they'll get him. And he is out trying to steal from second and third. A terrific play. And a instant replay of the shot right here. And he got him at the foot. So with 2 away, here is Jimmy Govern. Govern coming in, and he takes one well and inside for a strike, and it's 1-1. One thing you don't do in baseball is if you have an equal chance of trying to steal, you better be quick. Be quick on your heels, and make sure you get there before the ball gets you. You got to beat the ball. Don't let the ball play you. You got to play the ball. That's true saying. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jimmy Govern. And that's going to be high fly in the air. In center is Lopes as he makes the play for the out. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. We have the bottom half of the 4th coming up, and no score through the 4.5.
Leading up for San Antonio,
Wander Javier coming in. He's 0 for 1, a strikeout in the first inning. As he comes in, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up the center for a base hit. Boy, and that really spooked the pitcher as that ball went ziplining right past his ear. Yeah, I got to say, John, there's one thing you don't want to do is get hit by a fastball coming at you at triple-digit speed of 100 miles an hour. Yeah, you're not kidding. The right fielder, John, he's 0 for 1. A base hit by the second. And he will be at first base. And that's going to be right there and inside for a strike. And the count now 0-2. And he swings and misses. And that's strike 3 as he does it. So 1 away, still holding on the runner at first. Juan Fernandez coming in as he's about ready to go here in this ball game. And that's going to be line drive up the middle for a base hit. So make that 2 back-to-back singles on this half inning alone. And now the Missions will have a runner in scoring position. And that'll bring up Lucas Dunn as he takes one high and inside for strike one. He grounded out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Mission's trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And a pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive. And that's going to get through for a base hit. Here comes a runner. And he's going to score. And San Antonio is going to take the lead by early 1-0 against Northwest Arkansas. Boy, a terrific base hit as the first baseman misses the ball, and it will go up in right field, and that will score in the game's first run of the ninth. That will go down as a RBI single with 1 away. And that brings up the DH Grant Little. He grounded out in the second, 0 for 1 of the evening. So far, pretty good here today. And that's going to be line drive to second for 1. And they will get him. And that ends the inning. The hot corner third baseman, Lucas Dunn, getting high fives after he blisters 1 to bring home the run. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. We go top of the 5th, San Antonio up by 1. John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live on Tuesday night, May 2nd, as San Antonio heads to Tulsa, Oklahoma to take on the Tulsa Drillers, the 6-game series. So that is the Tuesday through Sunday 6-game set. Here is Robbie Glendenning as he hits one high and fly out in center. Lopes is camped under it, makes the play for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler Gentry.
That'll bring up the 5th batter, Tyler Gentry. Strikeout in the second, 0 for 1 of the ninth. And a pitch. And he nearly went for it. And that's called for the strike. And the count now 0-1. Cops at 33 strikes in tonight's contest with him on the hill with 4 balls allowed. Pretty remarkable for Kevin Cops from the great state of Texas. That's right there. And the center fielder, Tim Lopes, races after that one. 102 miles an hour fastball going towards the center fielder as that is caught for out number 2. Here is Shervian Newton as he comes in. And that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And Newton will make it to second on a 2-out double.
The batter, number 15.
Boy, in that one, 100 miles an hour, a triple digit on the radar gun. Here's Juan Carlos Negrete as he swings and misses, or he does not go around. But that is called for the strike and the count 0-1. Hello to our fans out in YouTube Live. Welcome. Everybody watching Northwest Arkansas. Frisco as well. Corpus Christi. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-2. Top half of the 5th inning. Runner at second. And an 0-2 count is Juan Carlos Negrete. That's high fly in the air. Fernandez at first base. Makes the play, and that's the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It is 1-0 Missions.
Leading off for San Antonio.
And that'll bring in the second baseman, Jackson Merrill, as he's 0 for 1. halfway through this game here tonight. And he breaks his bat. High in the air, shortstop has it. And they'll avoid the shrapnel and pieces of wood. And that's going to bring up Albert Fabian. Line out in the third is 0 for 1. I will say that one time when Chris Sabo for the Cincinnati, I think it was Cincinnati Reds. I mean, do you remember that, Bob? Yes, I remember. I was there watching that game with my dad and stuff. Yeah. Chris Sabo, he got caught cheating. And I will say that he had too much pine tar, or they corked his bat and stuff. They used it like a little practical joke type bat. So he used that in a ball game, and luckily he got called out because the right fielder had gotten that ball, and he was pretty much ejected for trying to cheat his way into that ball game. That'll bring up Michael Cantu as he comes in. Now there is one thing that you don't ever, and I mean ever, do in the sport of baseball is try to find yourself a way to cheat. That means foreign substance. That's a no-no, folks. That means too much pine tar on the bat. You know, you don't do that. So right there to first, as they'll get them easily, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. As we go now to the top of the 6th inning, it is 1-0 San Antonio. John Rave coming in as we start up the top half of the 6th inning for Northwest Arkansas. And the pitch. And right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Boy, gotta say, ever caught in a predicament where you have cheated, you're subject to 90 days for the rest of the season with no questions asked. It's going to be right there. And that's going to get in for a no-out single as the runner will stay put at first. So 90 days to a year is a suspension. And that'll bring up Luca Tresh as he comes in. Right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Reminds me of the San Diego Padres giving a rehab assignment to a former mission in 2018 by the name of Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis Jr. in San Antonio, as missions played Frisco one evening last year. Fernando Tatis was caught using steroids, and so far he was subject to 90 days to a year out of suspension. Well, that was just plain stupid of him. Why was he doing that? I don't know why, Bob, but so far he got caught, and he knows he did. Right there, that will go high fly up in right field, and he'll be caught for the out. Tresh goes down as the first one, top of the 6th inning. That'll bring in the right fielder, Tucker Bradley. As he comes in, here's the pitch to him, and that's going to be high in the air. Up in center is Lopes as he makes the play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Gerard Gonzalez.
And that'll bring up Gerard Gonzalez. As he comes in. Doubled in the fourth, 1 for 2. That's going to be right there, now to play and foul. Now in 2021, minor league baseball went with Major League Baseball to pretty much strict the rules here in all of AA. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be high right there. And that's going to get down for a base hit up and left. As the left fielder will see that one land right in front of him. That's going to bring in Jimmy Govern. And now time is called as here comes the manager to the mound. And that's going to do for the starter here tonight. Aaron Leisure is being put into the game as a first reliever of the night. And Cops is done for his time. He will get a win or a no decision or a L. Depends which way this goes here this evening.
Your attention, please.
So Aaron Leisure, a lefty from Illinois, will get the start. 6'3" and 208 pounds and age 26. And so far, pretty good here tonight as San Antonio tries to get the first out here in the top of the 6th. Here's a pitch. That one right inside for a code strike, and he's out of the bullpen and ready to go as he throws that one in for strike 1. 0-1. And that's going to be hit to Javier. He'll zip line it to Fernandez, and that will do. No runs on a couple of base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go now to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and it is 1-0 San Antonio in this ball game. Bottom of the 6th, here's the center fielder, Tim Lopes. As we get ready to have our half of the lineup going. And he'll swing and miss at the initial offering for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. That one high, down and outside. I was going to say high and outside, but that one is down. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is fouled off up in right field, and that will be for 1 ball and 2 strike counts. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be right there to second. That's the second baseman, Gonzalez, will make the play for the out. That's going to bring up Wander Javier. He's 1 for 2 single and a run. 1-0 San Antonio, bottom half of the 6th. As they lead just a 1 run against Northwest Arkansas. And that's going to be right there. And the count now is 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's high fly in the air, up in center. And there's out number 2, caught by the center fielder just shy of left.
Now batting, right fielder, Joshua Mears.
That brings up the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Mears coming in, and he's going to foul that one off, and the count now is 0-1. Pretty good home crowd on this Saturday night. And don't forget, we are live tomorrow right at 12:45 as the game's first pitch will be at 1. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. And so far, don't forget that it all matters that you bring water and sunscreen because it will be a real steamer. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on as we now head for the 7th. It is 1-0 San Antonio over Northwest Arkansas. Robbie Glendenning coming in as he takes one and appealed down to the first baseman. And he went around for strike one. Here's the 0-1. That one is chopped right there. And they will not get him as he'll reach on at first on a fielder's choice base hit. Well, you don't see that every day, but that ball just hugged the line. And he makes it safely on that infield base knock. That will bring up the left fielder, Tyler Gentry, as he's 0 for 2, strikeout in the line out. Taco Bell double play will give you 2 free tacos if the missions can overturn a double play. Here's the 0-1. Right there's a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Well, at least you're going at him at his fastballs and trying to get him out for strikes. Here's the 0-2. And right there, now to play. No balls, 2 strikes to count by Tyler Gentry. And the 0-2. Out again. High fly in the air up in left field. That will go out of play. Still hanging on at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. And there goes another one. Well, and that goes into the crowds as well. 0-2. One more time. High in the air. Mears makes the play. He's got it. So 1 up, 1 down as the runner still holds on at first base. That's going to bring in Shervian Newton. Double in the 5th, 1 for 2. And a pitch. That one right there, and that will go out of play and foul. No balls, 1 strike to Newton. There's pitch. And that one going to be line drive. And that's going to get through. And the run is going to be in to score, and it is now a tie ball game on an RBI double. And that's going to bring up Juan Carlos Negrete. Runner holding on at second after that RBI double. And a pitch. That one high fly in the air. And that will go out of play and foul. Top half of the 7th, we're deadlocked at 1 apiece for both sides. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he'll get him down at no balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And a pitch. And that one is going to be high fly in the air. And Fabian does not get it. And Northwest Arkansas will score another run on an RBI double. Boy, and that is going to be a big ouch right there. As the Naturals now go up ahead against the Missions and take the lead. In the top half of the 7th, it's 2-1 over San Antonio. Boy, 2 runs in this ball game, Bob. I gotta say, pretty impressive as well. Here's the pitch. High fly in the air. Mears coming in. Make the play. There's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Luca Tresh.
That's going to bring in Luca Tresh. He popped out and lined out and is 0 for 2. The pitch And that one's going to be high in the air. And that's going to get through for a base hit. He misses it. And Northwest Arkansas is going to have a one-run triple. And now they will lead by 2 in the ball game. That should have been an error on the right fielder, Mears, as he misses that ball. Yeah, and it was not counted for one because he did not touch it. I mean, if you touch a ball and it is a ball that pretty much got a well hit on there, and pretty much that could get it going. Well, right there is, that will be another run in to score as Northwest Arkansas jumps out a 3-run differential. 4-1 over the Missions. If Northwest Arkansas wins this one, they will go up to 3rd place, and that will put Wichita straight to the 4th spot, close to Springfield. And that's going to be well hit, high in the air, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And Northwest Arkansas 5 times in this half inning will score in. And just like last night, 12-2, the final. 5 runs in this 7th inning. They were waiting to get in and pretty much going. Well, 5 runs too many. The manager is coming out to the bullpen, and that means we'll see the secondary pitcher in relief coming out to relieve Aaron Leisure from a disaster. It's already turning into a disaster. San Antonio had this ball game in their grasp by that 1-0. That is a real bad boo-boo right there. Jim McGovern coming in. He grounded out in the 6th inning. He's 0 for 3. Runner at third, 2 away, top of 7. Northwest Arkansas up by 4 runs. And a pitch. And that one's going to be line drive, and that's going to bring in their 6th. 6 runs here in the top of the 7th. 1 base hit after another. Fans in Northwest Arkansas are cheering for the team here tonight up in San Antonio, Texas. Here's Robbie Glendenning, and he's going to blister one high in the air. Lopes is going after it. He finally makes the play, and that ends the inning. 6 runs in to score on 8 base hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals up 6-1. Juan Fernandez coming in as bottom half of the 7th inning. Boy, 6 runs given up by the first relief pitcher, Aaron Leisure. And that's going to get hopefully down. Nope, it will go up to the right fielder. And that is for the first out. Lucas Dunn is coming in. He's 1 for 2. He singled RBI. 5th game of 6. About ready to wrap up against the 2. And that one is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom half of 7 as Northwest Arkansas up by 5. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and now gets through for a base hit. So 1 out single will continue this bottom half.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
That'll bring up the DH Grant Little. Little coming in. And into the stretch. Down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch number 66. That's going to be high. Right there, the right fielder will race after it, makes the play, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
And that's going to bring in Jackson Merrill. Strikeout and lineout. 0 for 2 of the 9th. So May 9th through the 14th. It's when we're taking on Corpus Christi when we get back home from Tulsa. And that Sunday, May 14th, it is the first Six Flags Fiesta Texas Sunday. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be right there, high fly in the air. And now go up to the left fielder for the out. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we now head for the top of the 8th. And Northwest Arkansas has this game in front, 6-1.
Leading off for Northwest Arkansas, the left fielder, Tyler Gentry.
The left fielder is Tyler Gentry as we go up to the top of the Northwest Arkansas 8th. After that 6-game set with Corpus Christi, Missions head to Midland beginning on Tuesday, May 16th through the 21st. San Antonio will be back home on Tuesday, May 23rd as we take on the visiting Amarillo Sod Poodles. 6-game set on a week. And don't forget that May 28th is the next Bark in the Park. Presented by our great friends at Dr. Pepper. They love dogs like I do, and so far they love my series just like I do. Got a lot of fans that tune in, and so far they love dogs like me. Up in right field is Joshua Mears. He'll make the play for the second out of the inning. Love's new series is 125 days away from premiering. And so far you can catch the first episodes when they drop on Friday, September 1st at 7/6 Central, right here on JBakerVlogs, part of BakerJstudios. Juan Carlos Negrete coming in as he takes one well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Season 8 and 9 plus one more movie. And then the sequel Series 2 coming next year. Right there, and that will go out of play and foul. So in the count now, 0-2. After the 6-game set with Amarillo, Missions will conclude the month of May as they head to Frisco for the 6-game series. That's going to be right there and out of play in the count now, 0-2. After that 6-game set, Missions will be back on Tuesday, June 6th to take on the visiting Wichita Wind Surge. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He'll get him. So 3 up, 3 down. And that will do for this half of the 8th inning. Northwest Arkansas continues to lead this game by 6-1 right here on Missions Baseball.
Leading off for the Missions.
That'll bring up Albert Fabian, the left fielder, as he struck out and lined out 0 for 2. 6 times, top of the 7th inning, Northwest Arkansas went for the attack, and their attack became successful. Got a righty, Steven Cruz and Christian Chamberlain coming in as a righty and a lefty warming up in the Naturals bullpen. And the pitch. That one's going to be right there, and that will drop for a base hit. Still a little bit life in the missions here tonight. And so far, that will bring up the 9-batter Michael Cantu. 0 for 2 of the night. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Pop out, ground out, 0 for 2. That is Cantu. And the pitch. That one down and outside. The count now 2-0. 8,668 in attendance tonight. And that's going to be high fly in the air up in right field. And that will go right to the right fielder. And that will go for out number 1. Missions are down to their final 5 outs on this Saturday night. And that will bring in Tim Lopes. He's 1 for 3. He singled back in the first inning. And here's the pitch. That's going to be right there, as that'll be hit to third, to second for 1, and relay, they get them both. A 3-6-4 double play will conclude this 8th inning in the books. Northwest Arkansas still holds the 5-run lead over San Antonio. And we got the top of the 9th. And each team is given the 3 final outs. I'll bring in John Rae as he comes in right there as he hits it to third baseman Dunn. He zip lines it right to Fernandez for out number 1. That'll bring in Luca Tresh. He tripled RBI run 1 for 3 of the night, looking for a 2 for 3. And here's the pitch to him. That's going to be right there. And that was the wish granted. He's got the 2 for 3.
The right fielder, number 12, Tucker Bradley.
And that's going to bring in Tucker Bradley. A double play gets him out of this half inning, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. 1 for 4 single, RBI and a run. And the pitch. Down and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the change. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and the count now is a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And he'll reach third safely. And that's first to third with 1 away. That'll bring in Gerard Gonzalez as he takes 1 high and inside on the change, and the count 0-1. Triple, double, single. Boy, 1, 2, 3. 3 for 4 of the night. That is Gerard Gonzalez. Yeah, he's got it made for him. Right there to Dunn as he will make the play for the out. So 2 up, 2 down with runners at first and third. That'll bring in Jimmy Govern. 1 for 4 single RBI here tonight for Northwest Arkansas. And that's going to be right there, and that will go foul. Mission fans, every Tuesday when the Missions are not home, go out and see a movie. for $2 on $2 Tuesdays. Presented by Regal. Here's the 0-1. High fly in the air, and that will go out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Nothing in 2. And that's going to get line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And the 7th run of the night for Northwest Arkansas is in to score. And that's going to bring in Robbie Glendenning. And the pitch. Right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Single run, RBI. 1 for 4 by Glendenning. His pitch. And right there to Merrill as he'll make the play. 1 run comes in this top half of the 9th. And Northwest Arkansas pretty much has this game covered by the 6 runs they lead.
Your attention, please. Now,
well, that'll bring in the closer and the next relief pitcher, Steven Cruz. 6'7", 225 pounds, and age 23.
Leading off for the
Now, Wander Javier is coming in. Starting up the bottom of the 9th, 1 for 3 single and a run. Game almost done on a Sunday night. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that will drop for the first strike. That one right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. That one right there, and that will drop foul. So the count now is a ball and strikes. One and 2. And again, he'll foul it off. 7-1 Northwest Arkansas, bottom of 9. This ball game, Northwest Arkansas may have just secured this ball game in the top of the 7th with the 6 runs they gave. Here's the 2-2. And that's going to be high fly in the air up in right field, and that will do for 1 away. 2 more outs for San Antonio.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And this ball game, they will be losing it into a 2 losing streak, as winning the last 2 the night after that. That'll bring in Jonah DePoto, and Christian Chamberlain continues to warm up with Northwest Arkansas's bullpen. Here's the right fielder, Joshua Mears, as he takes an 0-2 count on the slider. So far, glad you guys came out and had a good time, and we want everybody to come out. Don't forget, tomorrow, 1:05, as we get ready to wrap up the 6-game second homestand of the 2023 season. Juan Fernandez, he's the last man up. And he's about ready to go. He takes one right there, but that does not look like it was called for a strike, but home plate umpire Ty Kraus calls it for strike 1. And that's going to be right there, and that will go up to the right fielder, and that's the ball game. Well, Northwest Arkansas will win their 2nd. And that means they will move up to 3rd place behind the Tulsa Drillers. And boy, I gotta say, that was a pretty good one here tonight. Well, remind everybody, we come back tomorrow afternoon at 1:05, the first pitch in the final game of the 6-game set between Northwest Arkansas and San Antonio. So pretty good as we conclude this evening. Northwest Arkansas now at 10 and 10. San Antonio now 9 and 9 in this one.
Final line score for the victorious Naturals, 7 runs on 14 hits.
So tomorrow the finale of the 6-game homestand, and San Antonio's chance of getting up there and put Midland in 4th.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our broadcast, and so far, hope everybody has a good night. We'll see y'all again tomorrow, 1:05, against Northwest Arkansas.